Before I start this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to Eric Helgeson and BlueSCSI because honestly, you're great. BlueSCSI is awesome. This isn't a sponsored video, but I do wholeheartedly endorse it, and yeah, Eric was really helpful when I was trying to figure out what was wrong with my 7600, which is now, I'm filming this after the fact, working pretty much perfectly. So yes, huge shout out. Links to BlueSCSI stuff will be in the description of the video. Enjoy! Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we'll be taking another look at the Power Macintosh 7600. And you may be wondering what else there is to look at, but let me show you something. That's right, I got macOS 8.1 installed. And so basically how I did it was I copied macOS 8.1 from my PowerBook 1400 to my PowerMac 7600 and then just went from there. And now I will say there's a strange issue where I can't actually boot into macOS 8.1 from macOS 7.6 using any method I found, which is strange. So let me just get on to what I wanted to show you really quickly. So here's Virtual PC on the desktop right here. If I try to mount it and install it, it will complain about not having enough memory. It requires at least 64 megabytes, which, you know, okay. And then if we go into Apple System Profiler, we can indeed see that we have 48 megabytes. Only 48 megabytes of built-in memory, 2 8 sticks and 2 16 sticks. But it just so happens that we have other Macs lying around. Specifically, and I'm not sure how well the camera will expose this, but here we have a 16 megabyte stick if memory serves, and a 64 megabyte stick. So that'll bring us up to 120 megabytes, which is well above 64 megabytes. So while it's not like, you know, the most memory I could have, it's definitely something. And also this machine has 8 memory slots, so I can definitely, like, you know, I definitely have space. So anyway, let's shut down and get to work. So as you probably recall from the first video on this computer, servicing it is very simple. And I'm not actually sure if I pointed this out in the first video, but I have BlueSCSI in here. And that's how I'm able to have 4 hard drives, is BlueSCSI. So anyway, I will unplug the power and put this out. And as I believe I've said before, I absolutely love this case design. It is absolutely amazing for working on. So here are the RAM slots, and I will put the 8 or 16, I forget, it's one of the two. It was the factory DIMM included in a Power Macintosh 5400. I'll put that in B2. There we go. And I will put the 64 megabyte stick in A2. So that looks all well and good, so I will close this machine back up and get booted back into Mac OS. So here we are back in the Mac OS. It boots successfully, so that at least means that the RAM isn't incorrectly seated or bad, at least, you know, to the extent that it would cause the system to crash. So let's open up Apple System Profiler once more. And there we go. Okay, so it looks like that is an 8 megabyte DIMM and not a 16 megabyte DIMM. So this is Editing Europa here, and I think it's important to note that I am actually missing an entire slot listing here. And I'm not sure if that's due to a dying or dirty DIMM or a dying or dirty slot, but I will need to do further testing on that. Anyway, back to the video. But still, that gets us to 112 megabytes, which is really nothing to sneeze at. And if we go into About This Computer, largest unused block is 98 megabytes, which is awesome. And that makes sense because the macOS generally takes up about, 14 megabytes. At least macOS 8.1 does. So anyway, I think it's time to try and installing Virtual PC, now that we should have enough RAM to do so. And look at that. Look. So here is the completed Virtual PC 3.0 install. And as you can see, stuff installed. Now it did tell me that the Windows 2000 hard disk image couldn't be copied. It said that the data didn't match, so I assume it means like it's a checksum error, which I have admittedly been getting a few of those when installing programs, primarily from AppleWorks. But and actually that's sort of similar to the errors I was getting back when I was trying to install the operating systems. So I'm not sure what was up with that. It may be worth checking the memory, now that I think about it. But as you can see, we can boot, we can start up Virtual PC just fine. Takes a minute to load in. And let's see. So yeah, of course it fails to boot because there's no boot media. But anyway, to see if the like my ultimate goal in upgrading the memory is to allow me to do things like capture and edit video on this machine. And I feel like the final test is to turn off virtual memory and see if I get an out of memory error. So there we have it turned off, and now let's restart. That's the issue I've been having, actually. Where it just like sort of where the screen turns off. So I guess it's time to pull the power and put in the disk tools floppy so I can choose another operating system. And by another operating system, I mean macOS 8.6. Restart. So here we are booted into 8.6, and yeah, as I think about it, I'm probably actually going to primarily stick to 8.6 and 7.6 because 8.1 is cool, I'll still use it sometimes, but I feel like 8.6 and 7.6 are definitely better for my uses. 8.1 is, yeah, I really don't mind 8.1. 8.1 is nice, but I have had, consistent stability issues on both my PowerBook and this, which, I don't know why. Like, I know 8.1 was supposed to be rather unstable. 8.0, I know... Okay then. Let's try zapping the PRAM. There we go. Double chime. Come on, you can do it. Oh wait, no, this is booting into 7.6. It just sort of sucks that I can't use 8.1. Really? I really don't use 8.1 anyway. Like, sort of. It's nice to have, but it's by no means a necessity. First, let's go to memory. Well, actually, first, let's check about this computer. Memory installed, 120 megabytes. Editing Europa here again, and as you can see now it's saying 120 megabytes instead of 112 megabytes, which means that it decided to show up again. So now all the RAM is showing up. And thankfully I was looking at the newer system profiler before, so that means I actually know exactly which stick and or slot is going bad. So yeah, I will need to do more testing with that. Anyway, back to the video. So yeah, 48 plus 72 is 120. So yeah, let's turn off virtual memory and hope that it doesn't out of memory. And well, what do you know? It works. Let's check about this computer again. And we still have 105 megs to work with. Let's see. So that means I should be able to open up Premiere. Like, it shouldn't yell at me for not having virtual memory enabled. And there we go. And as you can see, I can change the settings on the video and audio capture, which is awesome. So yeah, I think that's good to go, honestly. Like, yeah. I'll continue trying to put more RAM in this. And I'll investigate the whole issue with 8.1. I'm still not entirely sure what's up there. Oh yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and just know there's a lot more fun stuff to come with this. I have this Macintosh drawing tablet that I have yet to do anything with. But I really want to do something with it. You know, I got it years ago, haven't really had a chance to do anything with it, but it looks really cool, and the included software is also pretty nice, it looks like. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you next time. That's right, I finally got macOS 8.1 working on here. Now, so, as you know, I did the memory upgrade, and turns out the RAM's good. Yeah, the RAM's good. The processor card, which I thought might also be a culprit, didn't fix the issue, but by changing out the processor card to one made for this machine, I did fix some other issues, like installer checksum errors. As for the fix for the video issue in particular, apparently it doesn't like running at 800 by 600, which is really strange because I know I've run at 800 by 600 on both 8.6 and 7.6.1. But at this point, I'm not necessarily going to question it just because I have it working. But yeah, so quite a triumphant update to a video that otherwise would have ended off on a rather uncertain note. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you have a good day, and see you next time.